there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leanne. Today I want to talk about habits and creating them. It is said that it takes about 30 days, 21 to 30 days, I believe it is, to form a new habit, you know? So it's like if you, whether it's negative or positive. So if you start today in forming the new habit of being persistent and consistent in, you know, whether it's the scripting or visualizing or affirmations. And I don't mean to say it with still that fear in the back of your mind, because, you know, too many times we might feel that, okay, I'm just going to, with the fear, you know, still write my scripting out, but in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking I'm not going to get what I want. It doesn't mean that you won't get it, but most of the time, it really takes a lot longer, because manifestation is who you really believe you are, who you believe or what you believe that you deserve. So if you're consistently in the back of your mind saying, I'm not going to get what I want, then that is going to show up. It is circumstances that show you that you don't usually get what you want. I hope I'm making sense. So by forming habits, it's going to actually keep you in that routine, and eventually you will start feeling more positive about it. Like, I remember years ago, before I even knew about manifestation, I used to keep this gratitude journal. And I used to wake up every day and I would say 5 things that I was grateful for from the day before. So it could be like, I had the most tastiest cup of coffee in the morning. Well, first of all, I was always grateful that I woke up, that I had another day to be blessed, to be the best version of myself that I can be better than I was yesterday. So I would be grateful for, like, you know, having hot water so I can take a shower. I was grateful for the food in my belly, because, you know, at one point in my life, I did struggle, and I went through a lot of hardships, you know, and it was really difficult for me. I was very skinny, and, you know, I didn't have a lot of food in my freezer, and I felt like a horrible person. I felt useless. But then I started this gratitude journal, and I started being grateful even for the little bit of food that I had. I was grateful for the electricity that I had, and I would say to myself, I'm grateful for all the money that I have, because I always have more than what I need. So I was able to pay my bills, you know, things like that. So even if I felt like things were a little tight, when I really sat down and looked around, it's like, okay, I did eat today. I do have a roof over my head. My bills are paid. I might not have a lot of savings in my bank account, but they are paid. So I was trying to stay in that gratitude of even the smallest things. You know, it could even be that a stranger smiled at me today, or at the grocery store I was in a rush and somebody let me go ahead of them. You know, like any little thing I would put in my gratitude journal. And eventually I started seeing things changing, first within, because that's where it does begin. You start changing within, you feel a certain way about yourself, about things around you, and then you start seeing things unfolding, you know, around you that, oh, wow, okay, I didn't realize that would happen. And that's what happened with me. You know, I started like, I was able to have a little bit more savings, and, you know, I got a better job, and, you know, just everything seemed to unfold around me. And then I started feeling a lot better about myself. I didn't feel like I was such a loser as I used to tell myself before that, you know. And so I was staying in like that loser kind of energy or attitude of, you know, always shitting on myself, you know, like looking down on myself all the damn time. And it's not fair, because if I can't love myself to the max, how could I expect somebody else to love me in the way that I need to be loved? I hope that makes sense. So I started loving myself more. I started focusing on the positive and stopped picking out every flaw when I looked in the mirror, and I would start pointing out the positive things. And it was not easy at first. At first I felt vain, you know, like I'm beautiful, I'm this, I'm that, you know, but it wasn't, I wasn't saying it in a vanity kind of way. It was more of just, I appreciate who I am. I appreciate, you know, this creature that God had created, and that I get to live in this body as this abundant being and try and make the best life that I can, you know. And I wanted to make my loved ones proud of me as well. And so I always tried to be a really good person. But, you know, I realized that I wasn't being good to myself. And so once I started being good to myself, feeling differently about my life, looking around at the gratitude, then more and more abundance started coming my way. So I want you to start making it a habit. Wake up every day, be in that gratitude feeling, because gratitude is the highest vibration. I believe that we do put ourselves in a specific frequency or vibration when we are thinking certain thoughts. I don't know how it correlates with the manifesting of the law of assumption, but for me personally, I have always felt that, you know, if I am in, like I say, a higher vibration of feeling of gratitude, it's shifting me into that assumption, actually, because I am assuming that I'm a person that has everything that I want because I am in gratitude. I am feeling grateful for everything around me. For me personally, though, I want to be in that loving feeling. I want to be in that grateful energy of, you know, I get what I want because I'm a good person. I get what I want because I do help others as well. You know, I don't want to feel that I'm getting what I want just because I said so. You know what I mean? But that's just me personally. But anyway, so back on topic, to make things a habit forming, after 21 or 30 days, eventually you're going to start feeling like, okay, this is natural. You're going to wake up and you're going to say, like, I'm so grateful that, you know, I'm alive today. And oh, wow, you know, like the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. And the birds are singing outside. And just whatever it is that you're grateful for, you're going to start seeing changes outside of yourself because you're changing within to begin with. I hope that makes sense. So try and make it a habit. Form this new habit. Stay away from all of the old stories, the old energy. Don't even think about it anymore. Pretend like you're just erasing all of your old life and you're starting fresh. And now you're going to start seeing things unfolding and getting what you want in your 3D reality because you're making it a habit of living the life of the person who has it all. Thank you for joining me today. I love you all. I'll see you in